Hey groovy dudes and dudettes, how you going? Libra, this is your general reading for July shadow reading. If you're new to the channel, hello first of all. Shadow is the part of us we don't want to look at. That's the most simple version. It's the stuff we bury or ignore or repress or suppress or deny simply because we don't want to face it. We don't want to feel it. We don't want to revisit that. And so it's easier just to pretend it doesn't exist. However, like a fungus, it just keeps growing. And it just keeps growing in the dark. And eventually, it'll catch up to you. So, better to turn a light on, face it while you can. With that happy note, let's see what we've got for you this month. We've got Makita at the bottom of the deck. She who sees, observe, perceive, scrutinise. Now, if that isn't looking at your shadow, I don't know what is. We've got Jenna, she who calms, stillness, purity, and quiet. And she who loved once, blue, fragile, secret love, rejection. So I'd say that's what we're looking at for you, my loves. And that's a big one. And it doesn't have to be a romantic love. This can go all the way back to parents or siblings or grandparents or anyone where you felt abandoned or rejected. And so Peter's asking you to look at it, scrutinise it. You're not the same person as you were when you were little. You can look at the feelings that you had when you were little, but you don't have to have them now because you're older and wiser. So take it gently, be calm, be quiet. Do it. You don't have to do it forcefully and like an interrogation. You can just quietly look at it. Quietly have a look at it. See how it's affected you. All right. Let's get into this. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Wands. All her glory. Two of Wands, different deck came out right there for Leo or Virgo, I think. The Moon. Justice, there you are. Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords. King of Pentacles, Three of Swords, there's the buried grief. Strength, Eight of Pentacles. So, if you look at this, two of Wands, she's looking at the skeletons in her closet. She's really having a good look at them and deciding which way she wants to go from then. Seeing if she really wants to keep them or if she can learn something from them by looking at them. The Moon talks about things that are hidden, secrets, things that aren't conscious. And so in order to do this, you need to kind of turn your head to where the light is. And if you look at this, the skull is actually symmetrical to where the moon is. So it's kind of like if you want to discover, you're going to have to face your past. And then look at you, justice comes in with your determination to balance things out, to make things fair. Now, that doesn't have to be revenge. In fact, I hope it's not revenge. It has to be really getting clear, especially with the Queen of Swords, asking good questions, finding out true answers, not just answers that make you feel better, real answers, answers that make you look at yourself and maybe how you've carried things for too long, and that you've chosen to carry that resentment and anger and stuff like that. Shadow work isn't for the faint of heart, my loves. It takes guts. But you've got them. You've got them. You know, you can cut through things and find what's just, what's fair, and what needs some work or what needs to be let go. And also look at your perception of fair. You're going to be asked to put down some real pain. Ten of Swords talks about the end of pain and the knives in your back. And that might not be from somebody else, you know, stabbing in the back. It could be from thoughts and beliefs that have hurt you in the past, that you've been carrying around and leaving open wounds. And this talks about an end to that, an end to that, which is really, really awesome for you guys. King of Pentacles comes up and talks about being grounded and wise and very realistic, very routine, very habitual, very down to earth. You know, without any frills, whistles, bells, or anything. Doesn't mean he's not abundant, but he's just very no bullshit. Let's just have a good look at this and see where we go. And he's facing full on the Three of Cups, which is heartbreak. This is pain at its deepest core level. And if you look at this card, I'll try and hold it close enough for you to see. The barbed wire is still there. It's still there. She's still carrying it around. It's kind of like, and she's like asking for help, but she's not taking it off. She's not cutting it off and healing. She's just going, you know, I'm just going to carry this wound. What you don't realise you have, and sorry I keep wriggling at the very uncomfortable is the strength to overcome this. You are not one to shirk work. You are very good at work. So here's your work, Eight of Pentacles. Really looking into this, really getting stuck into it and using it to grow, not avoiding it, using it to grow and really overcome this. Yeah, you've got the Emperor there. Don't let this have control over you. Do not let this suppress you anymore. It's time. Ten of Swords, time to go. Let it go. Clean it up. Heal yourself. Seven of Pentacles, growing something new, growing new beliefs, growing new ideas, growing new ways of seeing things. Five of Pentacles, leaving the old out in the cold. Leave it behind. You don't need it anymore. Deal with it. Keep what you want. Leave what you don't. And keep growing what you want. There's your Death card. That's the end of it. So the last two cards you've got is Death and Hanged Man. So that talks about the end of this and transformation into seeing something from a completely different viewpoint, completely different way of seeing things. And it also talks about enlightenment. So you've got the strength to do it. You've got the absolute, like, fire and drive to do it. The only thing stopping you is how you see the past, how you are looking at it. And how you're looking at it, you are still carrying the wounds. It's time for you to pull the knives out yourself. They're somebody else's. They don't belong to you. Pull them out. Drop them and let your wounds heal. All right? Let me know how you go, because I'd love to hear from you. Bye.